Hey guys, Chad here. So today's the second day of the trading week so far. Want to go and give you guys a recap. I missed my recap video yesterday. So go and go over what trade I took yesterday as well. But anyways, as you can see, I ended up making around $1,500 in total P&L today. I took two trades today, actually. I normally only take one, but I ended up taking two. There was a reason for that. I'll show you guys why. But anyways, let's go over it. All right. So first off, I want to go to yesterday real quick. So I did take a loss yesterday, and it was just one loss. I didn't take any other trades after that. But as you can see, I ended up going long here, and then we basically retested, and I got stopped out here, and then these trades worked out, right, when it retested the orb. So if you guys don't know, I trade the 15-minute opening range. So this was kind of just, I did make a mistake here. We were close to resistance up here, so I probably should have waited for a deeper pullback. And honestly, when it came to my stop loss being right here, it just wasn't as ideal. Like if we look on a 15-minute time frame, when I'm entering, right here on these candles, right? I'm entering somewhere in this candle. The place where it makes the most sense to put a stop loss, if we really look at the little bit bigger time frame, is below this big candle. Now, obviously, I don't want to put it way below this big candle, but I know price should hold, above this candle, right? Because it's a big bullish candle. We shouldn't go below here unless the trend completely flips. So, when we're getting buy signals, up in this area, right? If I go back to the chart, we're getting it right here at like 10:15, right? Which was one of these candles right here. Then it's like, okay, now we have some supporting 15-minute candles. That makes more sense. I could put my stop here probably instead of way down here versus me just putting it right here. It's just kind of a random spot. Like I kind of have to just hope that the trend stays super strong, even though the trade could have worked. Right, I kind of had to hope the trend stayed super strong, which obviously it didn't, and that caused me to lose a trade. So that's all good, part of the process. You'll make mistakes sometimes. Anyways, going on to today, right? As you can see, we kind of had a weird overnight market, but this is what it looks like. EMAs are all still kind of pointing up, so I knew longs did look better today. But they were pretty flat, so I wasn't completely opposed to taking shorts either. Okay, so as you can see, market open. This is the first 15-minute candle. We got the high marked and the low marked 15-minute opening range. And then we have my OTS indicator, which is all the things you see on my chart, the signals, right? We end up getting this signal right here. So this is actually the first trade I took was a short. Short position, went short right here. And I ended up taking this just to the midline, okay? So I literally just took it to here. I had my stop just above here. So this is my first trade. The reason why I didn't take it down to the bottom range, which I would normally do for this kind of trade, this is basically trading the opening range, a failed breakout of the opening range. So as you can see, we're trying to break out, and then we failed it. We got confirmation once the sell signal printed. And again, the reason why I didn't trade it down to here, I only traded it to the midway, is because of, it's going against the trend a little bit. So I treat it more as a scalp trade, right? So that was my first trade. After that point, I was up around $600, and I ended up taking another trade. And actually, the market was moving so slow today, I wasn't used to it. This trade, I was only risking... how much was I risking? 20 points on this trade. And then the next trade I took was right here, this buy signal. I took it to our second profit line through the OTS indicator. And you can see I got long just around right here at 900 or so. Had my stop down here. And I took it to the second profit line just about right here as a 1.5 risk reward. And this trade, you can see I was risking 20 points or even less, actually like 15 points on this trade. I'm used to risking so many more points because usually the market's more volatile. So I was actually undersized on both of these trades. This P&L should be higher, but again, I was only risking like $500 or $600 per trade versus I normally risk around $1,000 per trade. So a little bit lower P&L because of that lower risk, but I also didn't want to oversize, and I'm just not used to the slower volatility. We haven't gotten this for a while. So anyways, guys, those are my 2 trades for the day. But yeah, this was just once we actually broke through the opening range. Now the indicator started firing buy signals that we're retesting it. We got to buy here, pull back again, got to buy here. I ended up taking this second one straight to the second profit target. Okay, we do have a lot of resistance up here. So you can see we had the supply zone and then the top of the resistance. So I knew this area was a little bit sketchy to trade in, which is why I'm not going for any massive targets on these trades or anything. So anyways, guys, those are my 2 trades for the day. That's how I ended up making the $1,500 in total P&L. Now we're up on the week with my loss yesterday since we took those 2 winners today. So excited to see how the rest of this week plays out. Real quick before you guys go, if you guys want access to my OTS indicator where you can get these exact buy and sell signals on your chart in real time, I want to invite you to join the OTS team today. So as a part of joining OTS, you'll get the OTS signals, get the indicators, you get lifetime access to them. There's no monthly fees. You also get live trading every day with me on Zoom. So I trade live every day on Zoom for the first few hours of market open. Plus, you get a full training and one-on-one support. If you guys are interested in this, you think these indicators would be helpful, these signals on your chart, you like this trading style, go ahead and go to the first link in the description below this video, or just head over to otsignals.com. Once again, that's otsignals.com. With that being said, as always, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow morning for another day of trading, guys.